And oh yeah, I remember when I had my first daughter, Josephine. It was December, and it was about. She was born in 11 o'clock at night, and what do you call this? They didn't know that we were at the side of the river, and the Japanese come there and shooting from hand grenade, and oh, it was so terrible.
Oh, when you had Josephine, you were delivering her,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, I was inside. We heard the noise coming, because you think the noise is next to you, but it's very far. Even the machine gun, you think it's right next to you, but it's very far. I mean, how many kilometers, but you can hear it, And we start running, and then they took me and my in-law. He made a big hole on the side, where it's facing the road, and so all we did, we hide over there, and then I had my baby.
Wow.
And good thing the one that was with us is midway. What's that?
Midway.
Yeah, he was there. She had to take care of another woman. I don't know how far it was, but she was born in the cave. Where what do you call the mountain,
Yeah.
and we wrap her up. And the next minute we had to go at the river because they were, they're coming closer. So we had to go way up in the mountain, and that's why they had what do you call it? Somebody left that wagon, and they put what do you call this? Bamboo, small bamboo. Mm-hmm. They wrap it with, they use something like Indian style.
Yeah.
Put me over there, put blanket, and we go, because I couldn't hardly walk. Yeah,
Can you imagine having your child and then in a cave and then having to wrap him up and then flee?
Right, I know. I can't imagine.
I couldn't hardly walk. And good thing my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law
Especially
are
the
very
first.
patient with me. And every time I have to get up, they just like they walk me, hold my hand. Mm-hmm. And then what I call it, they're very nice, but I don't know, it's very.
Your in-laws helped you? Were you with your in-laws then?
Yeah, with my in-law, I
Right.
was, and the baby was, what do you call it, they had to wrap it. Good thing I had
Juanitas.
breastfeeding.
The donuts.
Yeah.
Mom, was Daddy there with you?
Huh?
Was Daddy there with you? Daddy Juanita? Was he with you with the in-laws?
Who?
With Josephine? You
Juanito.
You said your in-laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
the
so-
grandmother.
Yeah. But where was Daddy Juanito then?
He
Was he
wasn't-
already captured?
No, yeah, we thought he was dead because, what we heard that they got captured,
Because he was a
and
guerrilla
then he
fighter.
was, they took them in where the boat pier,
That's
and then,
right.
they lined it up, and then when he knew that that's his story, when he saw that there were about 3 persons, he dived under the, what do you call it?
They were shooting everybody?
Yeah, they were shooting.
Executing
Then
him.
Oh, wow.
by the time he reached them, he jumped inside the water, and then he just floated himself, and he followed the current. And then the person, when she woke up, I think he fainted. He said, we woke up
No,
and
he
then
said
this fisherman.
he said a submarine,
Uh-huh.
American submarine was doing reconnaissance, and they were the ones that saved him and took him to the
No,
to Australia
mountain,
to
because they found him.
train in Australia
What
as
they
a
call-
commander.
The fisherman found him, because what they call,
That
they
must
took
have
him
been the
up to
second
the
time.
guerrilla.
Because he was
Up
caught,
in the
caught
mountain.
twice.
That's why we went separated for 5 years. We thought he was dead. We even say pray for his soul. Then we met in Manila. And my mother worked for an Indian couple, and that was crossing Pasig River. And then we passed by. I didn't even know it because my auntie was there. He said, oh, he told my husband, my husband said, where's Nini? He said, you just passed her. You come over there, and then he held my hand. I thought it was, I slapped him. And I thought he was, he said, don't you know me? And I said, I don't know you. And I cussed him all. And my auntie came that's your husband. And I argued with him. I said, he's dead. He said, no, because he changed a lot, you know. He was looked like we were little kids, and when they go on. Then finally, I was convinced, and then he said, let's see my mother and my cousin. He got a sister in there, Manila, the twin, and then the cousin. And then that's how we got together,
Wow.
And that's the end of the story, I guess. So, and when we had a hard time, I told my dad here that there's nothing for us over here to survive. He said, come over here, because I was an American citizen. And then what they call us when I went to the American Red Cross, they said you don't have to pay because you're American citizen. And the kids Ginny was small. He said you can take your children with you. So we came back free transportation.